So, this story is terrifying.
Interview with the Alabama man who spent 20 hours treading water in the Gulf of Mexico after
he fell off of a cruise ship and treaded water for 20 hours until they found him.
Holy shit.
20 hours.
falling from a cruise ship. He's sharing his incredible tale of survival and rescue at sea. Eva Pilgrim here with the interview. Good morning, Eva.
This was a crazy story, guys.
And you'll never guess this, George. This just coming in here. You're going to love this, George. The man who saved him, our very own Michael Strahan.
We're going to go to him with this instead, George. Hey, how's everybody doing? He's got a rain slicker on.
I was out on my feet doing. I just saw something in the distance, and I was like, what's that over there?
See, I was doing my usual daily 20-mile swim. What?
And I saw him out there, and I saved this. Apparently, they called me a hero.
Yeah, I was out there swimming, and I seen this man. I said, "What you doing out here? This is crazy. You like to swim 20 miles too?"
Carnival told me I got free cruises for life.
George is just seething in the corner.
Fans ain't out here.
Skin is raw from the salt and swimming. Somehow, James Michael Grimes doesn't have a broken bone or even a cut. His family says it's a Thanksgiving miracle, one he already knows has changed his life.
Yeah,
forever.
or he just got replaced by a synth.
Good point.
Think about that?
Of course you didn't think about that. She's a synth.
Oh God, am I a synth?
I don't know. There's no way to know. Do like cut into your wrists like in Westworld.
He's looking for the chip.
Yeah.
It was a Thanksgiving to remember.
James Michael Grimes knows he's lucky to
That he's not a fucking assassin because he has 3 names.
be alive.
My worst fear is drowning, and that was something I did not want to have to face.
He was black when he fell in the water. Did you know that?
The 28-year-old going overboard a cruise ship in the middle of the night, saying he spent about 20 hours treading water.
How did you go over? That's what I want to know. What were you doing? Because it's
what
not
silly
easy.
little stunt were you trying to do?
It's not easy to fall over a cruise ship.
Alone in the Gulf of Mexico.
I wanted to see my family, and I was dead set on making it out of there. You know, I was never accepting that this is it. This is going to be the end of my life.
It was supposed to be a Thanksgiving celebration.
Okay.
James Michael and 18 of his family members boarding the Carnival Valor last Wednesday in New Orleans.
We were just hanging out, having a good time, watching some live music, and that's pretty much it.
Somebody said, how no hyperthermia? What? It's the Gulf. It's really not that good.
And then?
Yeah. Did you have a few drinks?
I had during the day.
You're day drinking. That's never good.
Oh.
And
did you get, because I know they have this, did you get the Carnival? You pay $70 and you get all the booze for the entire trip too? Because that's a good deal. I wouldn't say no to it. That's for sure. And don't worry, they say they cut you off, but if you go to different bars, they don't keep count. They don't cut you off. As long as you're tipping the third world guy making your drinks, they're not cutting you off.
I'd actually did like an air guitar solo.
This guy rules. This guy rules. This guy rules.
I love this guy.
Guy rules. This guy rules. This guy rules.
Air guitar solo.
Wow!
And there was a
Fell off the side
competition
of
they
a
were
goddamn
doing,
cruise
and I'd
ship.
won it, so I'd won a free drink.
On top of all the other drinks.
So I had that. But
This is him doing the air guitar solo contest. There it is.
This is the dude. I just had to look it up. All right, so you guys want to know what actually happened? You guys want to know what happened?
Sure.
Fucking, he was at the bar with his sister, and him and his sister were fucking around, and she pushed him overboard on accident, and she didn't fucking tell anybody.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
Nobody said it. Nobody has said it. But you notice how he was just like, yeah, he never mentioned his sister was there, but his sister was there. Look.
No, his Christmas dinner is going to be fucking lit.
Yeah.
But you hadn't had you weren't like inebriated, had like a ton of drinks.
no, man.
Or maybe the reason he's not saying anything is he probably did something fucking worse to her, like punched her or something, and he didn't want it was kind of like, look, hey, let's both just shut up.
No.
How many drinks do you think you'd had?
Hey, what are you, my fucking sponsor? Like, why don't you? Hey,
She's really on the drink thing.
I have an idea. Why don't you calm down?
Somebody's in the middle of divorcing an
I couldn't really
alcoholic.
say.
Like, stop projecting your misery onto this guy. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Is it the drinking?
He's on a.
It's the
he
drinking,
was-
isn't it?
To be fair, let me defend
Because
this.
you were drinking?
Let me defend this guy. Getting drunk on a cruise ship is the point of going on a cruise ship. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been drunk on a cruise. I've never fallen over.
Around 11 p.m. that first night on board, James Michael told his sister he was going to the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
What happened next is still unclear.
Virgie,
Told
I
you.
think you nailed it. Let's see what. Hold on. Let's see what he
told
said. Let's see
you.
what. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says.
Do you remember leaving and going to find the bathroom?
No, ma'am.
Do you remember falling off the boat?
No.
Oh, yeah, this is spoopy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're lying.
Oh. I wonder what really happened.
So you don't know how it happened.
No, ma'am. I came to regain consciousness. I was in the water with no boat in sight.
So you, for a while, were passed out in the water.
Yes, ma'am.
When from the drinking? Was it the alcohol?
Yes,
Dude,
ma'am.
this woman has some kind of like agenda against booze.
Yeah. What are you in mad?
And I can't float myself, even when I'm trying to.
Have you thought
So-
about quitting drinking?
Ma'am, no, I was on a cruise. I don't normally drink. I was just drinking because I was on a cruise.
There had to be, the Lord was with me when I was out there.
Was Jack Daniels
you
with
know,
you?
it
Was Jack
says that-
Daniels with you out there too?
They say that God protects everyone, even the drunks and the babies. So, like, she just keeps.
All right, ma'am.
So what are you? Are you a drunk or a baby, sir?
Are you a big drunk baby? This woman's just the worst.
This is amazing.
Because something was holding me up the whole time.
Buoyancy.
Yeah, it's literally it's your body's density versus the density of the water.
What do you think? Magic was holding you up?
I don't know, man. It's like I fell off the boat, but then I just started floating on this wet stuff. I'm lucky I didn't
thicker
fall
than the
all the
lake
way
wet
to the
stuff.
bottom of the ocean.
Camera Chris, James Michael Grimes, known to friends as Grimy.
While I was passed out.
The next day, when he hadn't returned to his cabin, his
Everyone was relieved because they said that guy's a real fucking buzzkill.
God, that guy sucks.
Did you see he kept throwing the guitar solo victory in our face like the entire night?
Yeah, he just wouldn't let it go.
family
Hey, cool.
alerted the ship's crew. At 2:30, more than 12 hours after James Michael was last seen, Carnival notified
His sister said, hey, look, so something happened.
the Coast Guard of a missing passenger.
We did have a fairly significant search area. It was a potential of over 7,000 miles of ocean we had to search.
James Michael was alone in an area known to be a feeding ground for sharks.
I thought it
Yeah, the ocean. The ocean is the feeding ground for sharks, ma'am. It's where they live.
And
Oh, you
drink.
never heard of the great whites of the Serengeti?
No, I guess I haven't.
was a shark. I mean, I was swimming in one direction and I looked around and I seen it at the corner of my eye. And it came up on me really quick. And I went under and I could see it. And it
There was no shark, sir. You were drunk.
There was no shark.
wasn't a shark, I don't believe. But it had more like a flat mouth. And it came up and bumped one of my legs and I kicked it with the other leg. It scared me, not knowing what it was. Or at the time, how big it was. All I could see was a fin.
The avid outdoorsman tried to stay positive and calm. Exhausted and hungry, he ate what he could find to maintain his energy.
Wait, what? What are you
What?
finding in the
Hold
ocean?
on. This story to me
so
sounds
weird.
completely insane. This completely sounds like a lie from beginning to end. Let me see what he ate.
A stick come floating by. Looked like bamboo. So I started eating on it.
Okay, so he's retarded. He ate driftwood in the ocean.
It would look
Save
like
his life.
bamboo, so I started eating on it.
Sir, the cruise ship left New Orleans, not Hokkaido, Japan. Where were you finding bamboo in the ocean? What
That
the
fish was
fuck?
crunchy.
I hate this fucking guy. He's a liar. So I saw bamboo and I fashioned a raft out of it.
And then this whale came and I rowed him back to the boat.
I stood on its back in a majestic fashion as it rode me back to safety.
The sunset was beautiful.
Actually,
His name was Willie, and he is free now.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it tasted good, but it gave some type of flavor in my mouth other than salt water.
But wouldn't it also taste like salt water because it was floating in salt water?
Oh, and mold.
Was there any point while you were out there where you thought,
I wish I had more booze. You lush. You big fucking lush.
I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this?
Well, I was just hoping that maybe like, I don't know, like a Snickers bar would float up or something. I'll be able to eat one of them.
It started getting back towards nighttime again. The water started getting colder. At that time, I thought, you know, how much longer am I going to have to be out here?
Popo Pepper says, what is he, a water panda?
Water panda. Water panda.
That's what I call Filipinos.
Yeah. But you just
I was
kept
really
swimming?
hungry, and then this ham soaked in rum floated by.
Rum ham.
Rum ham. Oh, fuck.
Yes, ma'am. You know, the fall didn't kill me. You know, sea creatures didn't eat me. I felt like I was meant to get out of there.
As the sun was
Yeah, you're
going
going to
down,
go on to greatness, I can tell. God really has a plan for you.
Yep, because the world needs another Pep Boys assistant manager.
Yeah, that's like God saved his life so he could put an old lady's windshield wiper blades on for her.
Yeah, all right, safe like guy.
Thanksgiving night, James Michael says he spotted a glimmer of hope, the lights from a tanker ship, and decided to swim towards it.
That was my final little burst of energy. The strength that I had, I used pretty much every bit of it.
Somebody says he's going to go on an air guitar tour now. Professional air guitarist.
Try to make it to one of them.
The Coast Guard then arriving, his miraculous rescue captured on camera.
When the Coast Guard got there,
Yeah.
what happened?
I tried to eat the rope. I thought it was some sort of Twizzler.
I thought it was bamboo. I think everything is bamboo.
I'm not going to lie. When I fell off the boat, I hit my head pretty hard.
They circled the boat 2 or 3 times looking for me. And, you know, I'd done taken off my socks and everything and was just waving them around my head, trying to do something where they would see me. And when that light finally hit me, somehow I heard, we got him. And I seen a guy coming down from that helicopter, and it was coming towards me. You know, right then I thought, man, I see the light.
When the Coast Guard guy showed up in the water?
Were you drinking?
Were you drinking?
Was everybody drinking alcohol?
Yeah.
I need to know.
Did he give you a beer? Did you have the shakes from not having booze?
Yeah. Did you have the shakes?
What'd you say to him?
I said, man, can I get a drink and some bamboo to eat?
Also, can I borrow your phone? I gotta get my money back from Carnival because I paid for the whole booze package and I fell in like halfway through.
Yeah, I want a day. I want to get a docked day. I want to get a day refund.
Told him I don't have any clothes on. Because I didn't. I'd been stripped out of everything. He said, that's fine. All right. And I was just like, okay. And he told me to hold on to this life vessel, and I was just thinking, thank you. You know, you're like a guardian angel coming down for me.
His rescuers believe he was seconds away from not making it.
I swam to as fast as I could. As I got to him, I shoved the rescue sling under his arms.
Yeah, that guy's in the Coast Guard.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about that. That is the mustache of somebody in the Coast Guard. That's for sure. I'll tell you what he's not in: the real military.
Leave them coasties alone. I've seen them do some pretty badass shit.
Yeah, what's that? Fucking drink at a bar and then hit their wife? Because I've seen that.
Well, that is pretty badass.